Hey everyone, it's Dave, aka Finance Guy, and we are going to do another 72 box EverQuest raid on a local install of the EQ Emulator. And if you like what you've been seeing so far, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Doing good things with EverQuest. Also, if you really like what you see, you really want to support the channel, please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/finance guy. You can buy me a cup of coffee. That would be awesome. Anyway, getting right into it. First of all, have you ever just been sitting here in EverQuest and it's raining and it's loud and the thunder is booming and you have your sound on for whatever reason? You just wish it would stop, especially when you're recording a YouTube video about EverQuest. This damn thunder keeps going on. I'm going to show you. If you don't know about the Druid spell, I think it's Wake of Karana. You've been missing out. So you switch over to your trusty Druid. You got this spell called Wake of Karana. It is a level 56 spell. It costs 400 mana. When you cast it, you do need an opal to cast it. When you cast it, makes the rain go away. For a while, too. I don't know how long it makes it go away for, but boom, the rain is gone. Well, it's still clearing, but it is going away. And now it's not raining. So next time it rains in your game, as long as you have a 56 druid, you are good to go to get rid of the rain. So we're going to do Severilous, Severilous. We're going to kill Severilous in Emerald Jungle. He's a green dragon that drops green dragon scales for one of the epics. I believe it's the Bard epic. It might be the Warrior epic, actually. I think it is the Warrior epic. Yes, so we're going to kill Severilous, and he drops some other loot too. He's probably one of the easier of the Kunark dragons, just because there's not a lot of stuff in the area. You don't have to worry about ads. He doesn't heal. He doesn't have any nasty AoEs that I know of. We're going to check in a second. So we're just going to kind of bum rush him. He's going to go down really fast. But let's check him out first. So here's Severilous, and he is a dragon of Lava Dragon Shaman, 32,000 hit points, attacks up to 500 damage twice per round, 1.8 seconds per swing, fairly resistant to spells. He is weakest against fire, but still pretty strong, just weak-ish. So we're going to use our lures on our wizard just to be safe. That should make them unresistible. We probably don't need it, probably unnecessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. We are going to try to debuff him, but just in case we can, I'm going to use my fire lures. I'll show you how to do that. So, nothing else too worried to some here. He is slowable, but probably won't land it. And he is a belly caster, which is what immune to casting from range means. Now, how do you have your wizards cast lures in real time? We're gonna go to the file, one of my wizard files. They're all the same. So let's just find Gary. So Gary, at level 60, has all these nukes, including Concussion, which I actually need to update Concussion to the Ancient Concussion, the level 60 spell. So that's some homework for me. But you can see Big Fire, Fast Fire, Lure Fire, Big Cold, Fast Cold, Lure Cold, and so on for magic. And you can actually pick the spells they use. And I happen to share the same spell gem. They just memorize the other spell, whatever spell they're using. You can use as many spell gems as you want. I just made it easier. So what I'm going to do is go into the game. I'm going to type /NS, which stands for Nuke Set, NS, Lure Fire. And you're going to see my wizards are sitting down kind of in the front there, and they're memorizing Lure of Fire, or I believe that's what the spell's called. It's Lure of Flame? Lure of Flame. And that's going to make this fight a lot easier. So we're going to target Severilous, and we are just going to kind of run in and bum rush him. Honestly, I'm not going to pop the fear. Oh, speaking of that, let's not forget that. Go back to Severilous. What does he cast? So he has Dragon Fear with a 150 resist check against magic. So he's probably not going to resist it in Kunark. Just don't think you will. Not easily. Maybe with better gear, but not when you first come in. He also has this 8-second stun AoE. This is going to be kind of a pain in the neck. It has no resist adjust. It's against poison, so we can tell our bards to buff our poison resist. We can also tell our necromancers to cast DMF on everyone, and that will also raise your poison resist. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. I'll come right back to that. In fact, let's do that while we're going over the loot. So first of all, I type play melody, poison disease. I made a bard configuration for that, and I have these DMF buttons that have each of my groups send the necromancers requests for dead men floating. So it looks like I have full buffs on Dave, so he will actually not get that buff. And I think I'm going to click a buff off just to be safe, so I don't need that buff. And honestly, not the end of the world if Dave doesn't have it. So we're just going to What's this? Oh, let's just GM kill him, you know, while we're buffing. No big deal. And, oh, Allie did not get Deadman footing. So we're gonna ECT Allie, tell Angus Deadman footing. And we're just gonna kind of wait a second. So while that's all going on, let's go back to Severilous. You can kind of see he drops similar stuff to Rune Bolstered Bell, Dragon Bone Bracelets. He's basically Vox with a couple of changes, you know, like the Green Dragon skills, for example. But, and probably different spells that he drops. But honestly, probably not going to get a lot of upgrades from him if you maxed out in Classic, or if you just a few things maybe here and there. There's the Shield of the Green Dragon, which is a decent shield, but otherwise, like, not really worth farming this guy outside of his epic drops if you already have good gear. If you don't have good gear, if you're like me with several characters who have many, many empty slots, he might be worth killing over and over again. You also get banished from Nagafen and Vox after level 52. The emulator might not be that way. I'm not sure. But if it is, then this is the next best thing. So we're going to target Severilous and type /face. That makes us face him. We're just going to run in and kick the crap out of him because I just can't imagine, outside of that 8-second stun, that he would be difficult. So I'm just going to pop my J-Boots, which I'm guessing will not work on everyone just because of the buff limit. It is hard to make 15 buffs. I could obviously drop key off my warrior, but almost everything else looks like it's needed on him. So it is tricky to pick your 15 buffs wisely, but I just don't worry about it. I do my best. Oh, looks like we lost some characters back there, so I'm gonna my summon button, just get them over here. We're gonna have some mobs we gotta deal with. Let's just kill it real quick. We'll just insist on that. Boom, dead. These mobs are a pushover. Even with like 6 characters, these mobs are a pushover. They have level 60 because I think they're level 30 or 40. We got another mob on us. We'll just quickly kill that thing. Boom. Target Severilous again. Face. He does wander. He spawns anywhere in the northwestern corner of Emerald Jungle, which you can see here. That's where I am. But he does wander around, and may actually be a she. I don't remember. I know some of the dragons are female. I'm pretty sure Gornair is a female. Well, what happened? Oh, I aggroed him. Okay, well, that's fine. The pets are probably going to tear him up, honestly. I had that happen against Gornair. The pets ended up doing like 20% of her life before I engaged. Oh, I got knocked through the floor. Look at that. So I'm going to just summon Dave out. Yeah, you have to watch out. And sometimes the geometry in these zones are a little wonky. You might actually like fall through the floor. So just be careful. Have a summon button to get characters out of stuff, including your driver. You should have a summon button on them. So we're just going to debuff dot and engage. I'm not even going to think about it. Severilous against 72 characters. It's a joke. He's probably not going to kill anyone. I'd be surprised. I'm not even using a defensive discipline. Nothing. I'm just literally melting him down. And alright, so he feared everyone. So what I'm going to do is have everyone follow me, come back into the fray. I think the fear lasts 6 seconds anyway, so not a big deal. Then have him re-engage. He's already fleeing, so he does flee. And he's dead. So Kunark Dragon number 2, because I've already fought Gornair in a video. Easy peasy. Not really anything to be concerned with. I'm going to just check its corpse. And, it's so funny. That's exactly what Gornair dropped. 2 Dragon Hero Bracers. What else did he drop? Oh, an RBV. That's good. So we'll just do our quick find slot waste only melee. Give a haste item to someone who doesn't have a haste item. So we'll go to Nico. I think Nico has a haste item, but I'll give him another one just because I don't want to check. I don't want to go through all the characters. I'm going to do target. I'm going to do find slot left wrist, only melee, and figure out how to get these two. Maybe someone with a. I was like, oh, Nico gets something else because he also doesn't have a left wrist. Give him 11584, and then someone else who has like a Valiant Blue Diamond bracelet. Oh, Elliot doesn't have. Elliot's a bard. This is not the best item for a bard, but I'll give it to him anyway just because he's naked. Don't need to be perfect. It's okay. And am I going to take this drum? I'm actually not going to take the drum because I plan on getting the Bard Epic on everyone, obviously. And the Bard Epic is it's an everything instrument. It acts as every instrument, which is a great. It's like my favorite epic. It's my absolute favorite epic. Maybe outside the Cleric Epic, which I don't use on the emulator, which I will probably start using. But I just summon characters, but I might start battle resing to make it a little more interesting. Anyway, if you liked that video against Severilous, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, as I said. And if there's anything you want to see, if you're interested in anything in particular, please comment and tell me. And then if you really like this stuff and you want to see a lot more and you want to support me in my endeavors, please feel free to buy me a cup of coffee or some water every month by subscribing to my Patreon at patreon.com/finance guy. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.